So, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back from a short break right after our match that took place between Do 30 and Bendover. Before we move on to the next match between YOLO and 4M and 1B, let's take a short recap on what happened between Do 30 and Bendover. So, Do 30 lost both their games. It seemed to be a bit of a, let's say, stomp.
It was a one-sided match, you could say
So,
that.
would you blame their picks in the beginning, or do you think they were just outplayed
Well,
regardless of the picks during
game
the
one
game?
for sure. Game one, I would have to say picks for sure. I remember for Dude 30's first picks, they had no sorts of disables. Their bans, they didn't ban out heroes like Doom, etc. And but the second game, however, they did have the good picks, but they just didn't know. They didn't seem to gel with each other. It looked like a new team. They were new to the competitive scene. They just,
The movement seemed a little weird about Do 30 in the second game.
yeah, I don't know. 30 was. I guess they didn't come really prepared for this tournament, but hopefully,
It's definitely something they can build on.
Yeah, of course.
There's always a starting point.
Exactly.
And congratulations to Bendover, and better luck next time to Do 30.
Yep. Hopefully, we'll be running more Dota 2 tournaments soon, so they can always try again.
We definitely will be, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All
right.
So, up next, we have YOLO versus 4M and 1B. YOLO is a team with 3 players from Oman and 2 players from the UAE. 4M and 1B has got 2 players from Jordan, and the rest are from the UAE. So, again, it's a pretty regional match. Jordan, Oman, and UAE. That's always nice to see.
YOLO, they're pretty good. I've seen them play before, especially Undying, Only TNT, Janoon, and Judah. They're all good players, and it'll be interesting to see how they do here. From what I've heard, is 4M1B are pretty decent as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this time around.
Are they usually consistent with their with their picks? I mean, does Janoon, for example, pick support and the rest of the players pick something, or do they just shift
is a really
it
good
during every
drafter,
match?
so it'll show hopefully in this tournament. Hopefully he hasn't lost his touch, and we'll see how it goes so far. Like right now, however, we'll just take a look at 4 million, 1 Bugatti. 4 Bugattis, 1 million.
So they've got the 4 bans in already.
Yeah, they got
Queen
2
of
bans
Pain
from each.
effectively.
We got the Undying and a Tusk ban, and we got the Queen of Pain and Doom ban. So pretty straightforward bans at the moment, especially Undying is really annoying, and the Doom as well. Tusk, very mobile support hero, can do massive amounts of damage, and of course is some sort of disable if you think about it for heroes that can't really blink away.
So Darkseer, first pick.
And it's a very good offlaner as well, pretty tanky, can do massive amounts of damage to right-clicking heroes, and will be interesting to see. Maybe a Shadow Fiend, a Darkseer combo where he would vacuum into Requiem of Souls followed by a wall. It could do a whole lot of damage there. On to 1 million and 4 Bugatti, we see a Lion pick up here. It's an amazing support in my opinion. He has that Hex and that Stun, so that's 2 disables. And then finally that nuke along with the Scepter and Blink Dagger, a very deadly support hero.
In my opinion, he's one of the best supports you want in a team fight.
Yeah, because he can just keep out those keep the carries out of the game for a long time, especially with the maxed out stun and a hex, and of course with mana drains for those supports, so they won't be able to stay in the team fights for long. But what's people get wrong with Lion is positioning. So it'll be very interesting to see how 1 million and 4 Bugatti position their Lion around during the team fights.
Excellent. So now we have Clockwork as well as a second pick.
Yep, most probably going to be an offlane pick. It could be mid, but it's probably an offlane Clockwork here. Very effective hero as well. He's very annoying in the lane. And he can roam around. And much like Spirit Breaker, they both have that sort of global, not as much, they have the global presence around there.
Spirit Breaker tends to make most games interesting, right?
He'll be... 1 million for Bugatti will now need to be on their toes every time they see the Spirit Breaker missing, because they'll know that he's been charging at them, and you'll have no idea what's coming. And
that adds an extra dimension to every team fight, because a team fight that could be 2v3 can suddenly turn to a 3v3, or a 1v1 can suddenly become a 2v1 if you're not paying attention to what Spirit Breaker is. And he's one of these heroes where every time he's missing on the map,
yep.
Every second counts in.
And I think this is where the line needs to step up this game to stop Spirit Breaker dishing that amount of damage, and of course ultimate, which is a disable in a way, and the bashes can be very annoying, especially with the Spirit Breaker. It'll be interesting to see how the Radiant deal with aka YOLO deal with these two picks at the moment. But the Spirit Breaker is most probably going to be a support pick. I don't see him being, I mean, like as a number 4, but I don't see him being played as a core. I'm not so sure yet. So on to the bans. We have a Slardar ban coming up from 1 million for Bugatti.
Is that a Venomancer ban?
No, that's a Viper ban.
Oh yes, that's a Viper.
Yes, it's a very annoying hero to deal with, especially in an aggressive tri lane or something, or in mid lane. So it will be interesting to see. I mean, it's a very smart ban. Slaughter is a smart ban from 1 million for Bugatti as well. That amplified damage could really cripple the clockwork, and there's a smart ban coming from 1 million for Bugatti. So now we see a Winter Wyvern ban coming from 1 million for Bugatti again. Something that very annoying here to deal with, especially with his heals, with her heals, sorry, and will be interesting to see how the rest of these teams line up.
Yeah, let's see. They're going for the third pick. 1 million and 4 Bugatti. Well, I finally know what the name stands for.
Yeah, they did register as
4M and
4M&1B.
4M and 1B.
So now in the team,
so it's switched actually around. They have their numbers wrong in the names.
It's alright.
They're 2 seconds into reserve time now. Let's see who they pick out. They're taking their time. And I honestly think Spirit Breaker has made things a little difficult for the other team.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to keep their heads up. Now they need to take vision seriously in this game. I mean, you take vision seriously in all games, but especially in this game when Spirit Breaker is missing, this is where some teams panic. And we'll see if 1 million and 4 Bugatti are composed enough to deal with the Spirit Breaker in these kinds of situations. But right now, Spirit Breaker could be helpful during the early stages of the game with his ganking, of course. Even though his charge is pretty slow when you level it up. But we'll see how we have an IO.
Oh.
So this is a way to counter the Spirit Breaker. And then we have a
quick lich. Okay, so they pass it back to 1 million and 4 Bugatti pretty quickly. Do you think that was rushed from YOLO, or?
I mean, no. I mean, Lich is very good. I mean,
he is a good hero.
I mean, in these cases, 1 million for Bugatti won't be able to clamp together during team fights because of his ultimate, and like, it'll be interesting because it's a good combo along with the Darkseer vacuum. Darkseer will vacuum 2 or 3 heroes into his vacuum. After that, followed by Lich ultimate. It can do massive amounts of bounces and damage between all those heroes, and it's very effective.
Who would you pick as a next hero? Oh, well, that makes it pretty easy. So 3 strength heroes and an intelligence. I mean, it's a similar, somewhat similar combination to what YOLO have picked already. 2 intelligence and a strength.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the IO Tiny is a combo. Most would be could be a mid Tiny IO. Depends on who the Radiant pick for their mid hero. And it's pretty much to deal with Spirit Breaker's global presence. I mean, if Spirit Breaker goes charge towards the top lane, Io and Tiny will be able to relocate towards the top lane and hopefully counteract that gank coming from Spirit Breaker. It's gonna be a back-to-back action in this game. I believe it's gonna be a very interesting game to see, and looks like both teams know how to draft, and we'll see how.
You know what I'm curious to know.
So,
will we see techies this tournament?
That's. I don't know. We could see techies this tournament. I mean, I would love to see it. It would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, I don't know.
I've never seen a funny hero cause so much havoc in tournaments.
He could be countered easily. So we have an Ember Spirit here.
That's very interesting.
That looks like it's gonna be a mid Ember. Offlane Darkseer and 2 supports of a Spirit Breaker and a Lich. That's what I see. Janoon has a. I mean, unless see a Slark pick up ban coming from 1 million for Bugatti, it's pretty annoying here to deal with.
Yeah.
His ultimate as well, Shadow Dance, and I think there's a smart ban coming from 1 million for Bugatti, so we'll just have to wait and see who the Radiant pick up next.
Yeah, I mean, these last 2 picks are gonna
Yep.
be part of shaping the game, and I'm quite interested to see what goes on here.
Yeah, 1 million for Bugatti need a support, so. Oh, actually, they have 2 supports. They'll need a carry.
Yeah, I mean.
Or a mid laner, unless they want to. I mean, depends on where they want to play Tiny. So looks like we have a Brood ban here.
Dire team pick.
Yeah.
Prevent that backdoor.
Okay, so there's our agility hero, Gyro.
Radiant team.
So it's gonna be a gyro carry, and then a mid Tiny IO, offlane Clock, and then a roaming Lion. Oh, well, he'll be helping his gyro, of course. So
I mean,
it could leave the gyrocopter a bit vulnerable if the Radiant do decide to play a defensive tri-lane, but I don't know that's gonna happen right now. They don't really have the ability to, since Lion and gyrocopter could easily kite around Spirit Breaker and Lich, unless Spirit Breaker is gonna be a carry in this case, and they go ahead and choose another support hero to go along with the Lich. They do have.
well, they're into their reserve time and they've got 50 seconds left to choose their last hero.
Yep. Looks
Husker.
like Husker.
I think this is going to be a great game.
Yep, it definitely is indeed, and looks like we'll see who.
So you're familiar with Team YOLO, so you can see some of these names taking out the heroes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm familiar with them, and we'll see how both these teams fare out now.
Oh, they're taking their time on picking Darkseer and Ember.
Yeah. Oh no, they're probably like discussing their team plan beforehand, what they want to do before they start. Usually, I mean that's the whole idea of joining late, so you know if you want to rush into the enemy jungle late, if you want to go early, possibly get a first kill before the horn. It all depends really. So hopefully we'll get this game underway.
Yeah, I mean we're waiting on Ember Spirit to be picked by one of the members.
Yes, hopefully hasn't disconnected.
Yes.
So
5 seconds remaining.
okay, so it seems like Joda is praying, and so.
Okay, so I mean when was that message sent? All right, so we're into the game and it's paused. We believe one of the players is praying, so we'll be happy to wait.
Looks like he has logged in. All right.
So hopefully it'll be a bit more of an even matchup than our last game.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is so far, and I see two solid picks so far from both teams. So, in the end, it's all about who can use their players, who can use their heroes the best, and
Yes.
if they can take advantage.
And a lot of these heroes are always not only fun but interesting to watch in team games. And
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I don't want to overstate it here, but some heroes really change the game for spectators and of course players alike. And I love to see Spirit Breaker in tournament matches, and because the reaction for Spirit Breaker from the opposing team is usually very different, and it's always interesting to see this set of different reactions.
yeah, and hopefully Undying on the Spirit Breaker is gonna have that presence that Spirit Breaker usually needs. He needs to be very aggressive, but of course you'll need the Lich to be aggressive with him as well, because he cannot do that all alone. But I'm sure 1M4B will be on their toes, because it's gonna take a while for OI to get that level 6 relocate, and hopefully we'll be underway soon.
Let's see. We're waiting on one of the players to get back from prayer. While we wait, perhaps we can add the name here. Let me do that. I'll just since the other team have not put their names in, we're gonna have to put it in for them manually. And a prayer is finished and the game is on.
Alright.
Alright, so back to the game. Amir, you know how this is. We're done talking about the picks, and I think I'm gonna have to leave this game to you and our friend Roxbit, who will be joining you shortly. So enjoy the game. I'll be watching from backstage, and good luck and have fun.
So, starting off this game, we have Undying playing on the Spirit Breaker, Junoon playing on the Lich. We have TNT playing the Huskar. Looks like he's going to be playing the safe lane or off lane Huskar, and we have the Darkseer being played by Dash. In the meantime, Clockwork, I'm Your Mother is playing him. The Tiny is being played by Dreamkiller. Yazin is playing the Lion. Alex is playing the AIO, and Blackbeard playing the
30
Gyrocopter.
seconds to battle.
So it looks like we might have some altercation here in the top lane for the top rune, and we should see who gets it. Right now, there's an observer ward placed here to see some vision. I'm sure YOLO know that, and will they have enough burst damage to possibly get a kill? I'm not so sure. It's gonna be a display here. Looks like Darkseer is gonna go out to scout first. Tiny. Looks like we might have our first altercation. Yazin misses the spike, followed by the Dreamkiller. However, the Tiny does pick up the bounty rune, so does Husker, and it looks like Alex could be in trouble here, and he does die because of the block coming in from Dreamkiller. Dreamkiller might die here, and the the Darkseer will get a kill on Tiny. That's double kill here over. Undying being very aggressive here. He could possibly fall because he has gone too deep here. Darkseer is gonna get away from there safely, and it looks like we got a double kill.
And it's Roxbridge here, guys. I just missed all the action. Amr kept it for himself.
You did. You missed 2 kills when, before the horn started. So.
I'm really excited about this game. I can't lie. I like the draft. I like the draft for both sides, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game so far. I mean, you can tell from the beginning that that's gonna be a feisty.
I just wonder, is the Spirit Breaker just gonna be? He's gonna be roaming all game, right?
Yeah, most probably. That's how Undying. I mean, that's how the team plays it in generally. I've seen them play certain heroes like that. They like to. I mean, their presence are all over. They're all over the map. They'll carry TPs. They'll be there for the supporting the mid hero. Especially Judah needs it the most right now. Especially since he's up against Dreamkiller on the Tiny, and Alex on the IO. Even though they did fall in the beginning, they did give first blood. So it looks like YOLO are slightly on top. And in the meantime, Yazin here pulling the creep wave. Try to prevent any experience coming towards the Darkseer, but that's gonna be pretty difficult here, especially with Ion Shell. And looks like he could be in trouble if he gets stuck here. A stun does come out, but he does have a tango to eat his way through.
I mean, Amr, how do you feel about? Oh, hold on, we have an altercation here. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Actually, does the boots on? No.
Yeah, I was wondering how you felt about Huskar as a hero in general. I usually don't see him picked unless he's paired with a Dazzle.
Looks like Alex could be in trouble here. Dreamkiller doesn't have any mana. Genuine is there. Anyways, like I said about YOLO, their supports, they're just hanging around the mid lane because they know that the IO and Tiny are going to be very dangerous here. And you see Husker bullying the hell out of I'm Your Mother. He can't do anything right there. As you can see, level 4 Husker versus level 2 Clockwork. Right now, Yazin can't really do much except support his Gyrocopter because, I mean, Darkseer can be a nuisance. Looks like there can be some. There's a charge up here on Blackbeard. You could be in trouble here.
Oh, the bashes
come here. It looks like there's gonna be a kill there. Yazin could fall as well, but there's no bash, no vacuum. But it looks like Undying here is being very aggressive, and he does get the kill. Does he have the mana to charge out? No, he does not.
To be honest, I think those were a few misplays. I think Yazink was out of position as the Lion supporting his carry, and I think the TP was a little late too.
Yep, and the Clockwork now is nowhere to be found. Looks like he teleported towards the top lane to possibly get a kill. I don't know, she's just rotating around because Husker is bullying him down there in this lane. There's no way now he can do anything about it, and it looks like Darkseer picks up his Soul Ring. And
so we have a jungle Clockwork.
Yeah, he just wasted his TP, now he's walking back to lane, so that's this experience miss right there. It looks like Yazin is going to go towards the bot lane to get some experience and probably protect the Clockwork.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Huskar can blow Lion up too. Just get a few burning spears and he's probably going to melt.
Yes, definitely, and the Clockwork thing is...
Lion has to be really quick with his stuns.
Yeah. And right now he has Berserker's Blood, so he has that bonus resistance against magic, and that's a really good counter towards Lion. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Lion deals with him. It looks like Undying. Okay, Alex could have been in trouble. Lion preventing Io from getting that bottle, and that's a good thing here. Looks like in the meantime, Judah could catch out Yazin, but nothing concrete.
Did Lion get the rune?
Yes, he did. He did get the
Oh,
run
okay,
in
that's
there, so-
actually pretty important. You want to deny those runes for Ember.
Yep. So both runes died, but towards the mid players. However, TNT is free farming here. Gyro isn't really farming as well as the. Well, I mean, Darkseer and the Gyro are farming pretty evenly here in this
Radiant's
top
top
lane.
tower
In the
is
meantime,
under
we can see
attack.
the Huskar is leading the charts in the last hitting department, followed by 21 coming from the Tiny in the mid lane.
I think
and
that's
19.
okay, you know, I really do. I think Gyro can get away a little bit with mediocre farm. It just can't stay like this. He has to find his farm at one point. I mean, he needs the levels. He gets level 6, he can actually be an active team fighter.
I think someone from the support need to stack
Well,
the Ancients for Gyro.
he's actually not going for flak cannon, and he's leveling up homing missile, which I don't see a lot. I'm wondering the thinking behind that.
I guess since there is a mobile lineup here, it looks like there's a dive here on Dreamkiller who could be in trouble Undying, however, does not have enough mana or anything else to continue his pursuit here, and Tower does knock him down to very low health here. Rocket Flare does miss both. IoT piece back and heals Dreamkiller back to almost full health. In the bot lane, TNT winning the last hit department as per you, as you'd expect with the Huskar versus an offlane Clockwork, and Lion can't really do much, so he's just stuck up on the top lane and supporting his Gyrocopter. Right now they need to focus on getting that carry as much gold as possible to get those phase boots and Wraithband. So both runes go for the Dire side here,
Dire's
and
middle tower is under attack.
rotation from Judah a little bit too late.
You think we're going to be seeing Boots of Travel first, Ember?
I don't think so. As you can see, he's already built up a Wraithband, so
You think he's going to go more fighting build, maybe drums?
yeah, I mean that would make sense more. It's Aquino is in the mid lane here. We might have someone in trouble.
Oh.
Judah has dropped down to very low HP. Alex is chasing him.
That's
He
a
does
big
get a
one.
last
That's a
kill.
big kill.
And then he was doing so well in the mid lane, getting decent amounts of last hits, and he did not fall. So that was a good encounter there.
He almost turned it around, you know?
Yeah, he almost did. However, he ran out of mana because both runes were taken, one from the Clockwork and one from the IO.
Yeah, I think it's a little...
In the meantime, Undying's big
wow.
a big wall comes up here, a wall of replica falls up, and then Darkseer is gonna try to chase. Blackbeard does make it out
He'll make
alive,
it out
however, and that's one support for one min hero.
Let's
So,
see the... yeah, there we go.
I mean, 300 gold exchange
Okay,
out of
bring-
that.
I
but
mean, I question a little bit Judah's play in the middle.
Judah he does get a kill on the IO. It looks like Dreamkiller could fall. However, a charge coming in. Oh, TP has been
Nice
cancelled.
juke, nice juke. I just...
And-
Oh, the Spirit
Spirit
Breaker.
Breaker's coming, but does he know?
He should have seen him, he should have seen him.
I think he has a stun soon.
Oh,
Yeah, he does land a stun. He could possibly get a kill. No, he can.
I was saying, in mid, Judah's play, he used all 3 of his Fire Remnants aggressively, and he had nothing left to escape with when he gave away that kill. But I mean, his aggression paid off a few seconds later when he came back.
Yeah, he did make up for it this time around. And let's take a look at current gold. Net worth, sorry. And as expected, Huskar is almost there with his armlet. Actually, he does have it, surprisingly. I mean, with no surprise, actually. He's been free farming this whole
I mean,
time.
that wisp is almost as farmed as the Tiny, and that should never be the case.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this combo didn't really work out here in the mid lane because it did get a kill, but they did, I mean, get a death.
It's Wisp Tiny though, they have comeback
So it
potential.
looks like Undying here, touching on Blackbeard. They could be in trouble. Looks like
Oh.
you have Judah here coming in.
Oh, that's gonna
Rocket
be big.
Barrage might follow here. Blackbeard
Oh,
does
wow.
get followed by the ulti coming in here.
They
looks
need
like
more.
vacuum.
They need more TPs. I mean, what level is Io?
Io is still not level
They needed
6.
that relocate so badly.
And there's no support coming in from I'm Your Mother either. He does not have the mana to fight. It looks like Judah does spot out this IO who's lonely here. And it looks like we might have ourselves another kill here on Alex. Alex is gonna fall. Dreamkiller will soon fall. Will he get a kill on Undying? No, he does not. He gets earned up.
Okay.
And looks like
So
it's gonna be an early
what
2-1
we
tower
just
here.
saw might look crazy or hyper aggressive, but the truth is, they know that. Oh,
Looks
there
like
we go.
TNT. I'm Your Mother is gonna fall. He has no cogs. He has no way out of this.
My
And
God.
they have the armlet target.
They're being this aggressive because they are aware that Wisp and Clockwork are yet to hit level 6, and those are the key initiating tools
Radiant's middle tower
1 million and
is
4
under attack.
Bugattis need in these team fights.
Exactly. And right now it looks like we have Whitebeard here, Blackbeard here could fall, but Undying then cancels his charge and he backs out of there. In the meantime, we have Judah. He does get hit by the missile. Is he gonna fall here? Does he have enough time
wow.
to Q his shield? Yes, he does. Will he get away with his remnant? Yes, he does. It looks like Dreamkiller must probably fall here. Actually, he will not. There's no way. Undying is in big trouble. Lich does come in and get the kill, however, with the blast, and looks like I'm Your Mother is trying to aggressively chase him down.
He
Does
still
not have
does
level 6
not
either.
have the hook.
No hook shot, so there's no way in hell he's gonna get that. In the meantime, Darkseer doing what he needs to do best.
I mean,
and
that
that's push.
kill did help. Look at Gyro's net worth. He's catching up. He's catching up. I question leveling up the missiles over the flak. Do they have any stacks by any chance?
I checked last time I checked. Nope.
No stacks.
no
Support.
stacks at all.
What
So
are you
look-
there for?
In the meantime, Husker getting
Okay.
killed in the mid lane.
Doing Huskar stuff.
Yep, and he's soon gonna get some lifesteal, so he's gonna be pretty hard to kill. And especially the Lion won't be able to do anything. I don't know if he's level 6 yet. He's still at level 5. He
Well,
just
at
gained
level 6 can do something if you start the fight with it.
Yes.
That's what you have to do. You have to keep in mind. A lot of people think magic is no use against Huskar, but you just have to start the fight with it so he doesn't negate any of it.
Looks like Undying here has a missile coming towards him. Spirit Breaker does have a charge online. If he wants to charge it with mid lane, that's what he does. There's no blink from Lion, so he won't be able to catch him off guard. In the meantime, Judah is in trouble here by Amir Mother and Dreamkiller. It looks like he does use all his remnants to possibly burst down Amir Mother, and he does. He still does have a bottle. Io is nowhere near.
Oh my
He's
God.
gonna get a kill. He doesn't get a double kill, but there's no triple kill followed up because Io does follow up here with his.
Io actually tethered on to the wrong hero. That was painful. He tethered on to the wrong hero, and Tiny ended up dying for it.
Yeah, those misplays, and right now I think that was worth it for Ember. He does get a double kill. He probably does buy his items, and it looks like he will be going for his drums.
He's going
possibly.
for a killer first, a ring of a
Yeah.
killer. I mean,
Like he is going for a killer first. I thought he'd go for drums actually. Quite surprised. Anyways, I'm Your Mother. He's probably trying to stay in the bottom lane to get as much experience as he is, because he is quite behind.
Wow.
And Io,
this Io keeps carrying.
he does get a kill, so he has 1.3k.
He hasn't been doing his job as a support, but he's been carrying.
Yeah, I mean he's getting some kills here and there, so that's pretty helpful. It looks like this tier 1 might fall, and Darkseer does see this Tiny here, and looks
Dire
like
structures are fortified.
do we have a level 6 Lion? Yes, we do, and this could be a successful team fight if they want to take it, so Darkseer should be careful. It looks like a
Oh,
HUD
there
shot
we
does
go.
land here, and it looks like Janoon could be in trouble, and it looks like
Well, where's the
I
spread?
mean, but here comes the mechanism, and Judah with the double damage trying to take out Blackbeard. Blackbeard just melts and it bounces from Janoon. It was just crazy.
The Huskar's still
Judah,
not around.
Judah is in big trouble, but they're not really
No, that's
focusing
just-
the same heroes
I just,
right now.
I
and
just think
Yazine
this is a mistake. This is
it
just.
looks like Alex is gonna fall here, and it looks like Judah is gonna fall. He does
Huskar's
dodge the
gonna
avalanche
clean up.
coming from
Huskar's
his
gonna clean
Huskar
up
is coming
here.
up shop. That's a team wipe, ladies and
I mean,
gentlemen.
that was bad coordination.
They weren't really focusing on the same heroes.
They all had different priorities.
Exactly, and it looks like Io untethered from Tiny for a short period of time, so there was no backup. And
You
of
know
course,
what that looked like? That looked like a fight that did not have team speak involved. It didn't look like they were actually speaking to each other while it was happening. Everyone just had an idea and went for it.
thing is, I mean, as soon as they try to go in for that team fight, all of 1 million and 4 Bugattis, they got dished out by the Lich Ultimate. Then they couldn't stick together. Then they all separated.
You know, it was still salvageable when Huskar just took out Roshan and he wasn't at the middle yet. If they targeted Ember, Lich
Yeah.
already used his ultimate. You're not gonna chase him when he has ice armor on. He's not a high priority kill after he uses his ultimate. But Ember, if you kill Ember, you know you have a chance to survive with something.
Well, maybe. I mean, there is a slight chance if Gyro farms up. He only picks up a Yasha right now, but he's pretty behind on the net worth, as you can see there.
I mean, I just think Gyro's far too squishy. He went phase and Yasha. I mean, how much health does Gyro have right now?
Well,
Dire's bottom tower
take a look.
is under
He
attack.
has 800.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
Yeah, and with the double damage on Ember Spirit, we saw he melted pretty quickly. Rocket Flare does scout them out. Looks like Endurance Run is being used here to catch out on the Mother. And in the meantime,
That's a
Yazid could be in trouble here
three-man
on the line.
stun. Oh.
And
I
there's no
actually
follow-up to that,
thought.
unfortunately, it looks like Alex is gonna fall here, but he does tether onto the clockwork. But there was Ember Spirit and and Spirit Breaker basically pouncing on him on time. And in the meantime, bottom tier 2 tower is possibly gonna fall, and Huskar is playing pretty aggressively since he does not really. He has the Aegis, and it looks like he'll be going for the Saint and Yasha unless he goes for the Heaven's Albert.
You know, I
have no
I
idea.
actually think 1,000,004 Bugattis can defend the high ground pretty well, and it would be a mistake to push this fight.
Looks like Jaro is just farming up the jungle. Looks like Tiny could be in trouble. Yazin does land there.
They just need to
In
wait
the meantime,
for
Husker
IO.
becomes very aggressive here. Clockwork does use his cogs. Judah does come into the fight. Amir Mother is in big trouble. It looks like he does kill Dream Killer as well. And it looks like Gyrocopter was planning on teleporting
That was
to
bad.
help, but he couldn't do anything. So now he's just going to jungle. Possibly gonna try to farm. Looks like tier 3 is gonna be
They
taking
cannot defend the high ground without Gyro being in base, and they came so close. They know they're gonna dive you if they know your Gyro isn't around.
The thing is, even if Huskar hasn't lost his Aegis as Immortal yet, I mean, they've done so well. And
Yeah, but you know Huskar can kind because he doesn't have BKB. He can kind of get stunned and kited throughout the fight.
yep.
Because
and,
first you start with Tiny's stun, along with Gyro's ulti, followed by hookshot with cogs. You can kind of stun lock people
yeah,
through the
looks like-
fight if your initiation is correct.
Looks like Judah is gonna come in with steering chains on Alex, then they back off. The whole team isn't really there, and looks like Vacuum. Looks like they might be a little aggressive here. Undying does jump on Yazid, and he might regret it. However, you
Here
do
we
see
go,
all
here we go.
this huge team fight coming in here. Judah could be in trouble, but he has so much HP, he's not gonna fall. Judah just tries to teleport away here, but
I
looks
don't
like
think
Amir
that was
Mother
the right
tries
move.
to. It looks like Dream Killer is gonna fall as well, along with the Alex, who has
Oh,
barely.
carry
any-
IO, carry IO.
Looks like buybacks coming in here. Gyro just came in from the jungle.
Oh, good save.
And it looks like he's going to be saved. The charge is coming in, however. Are they going to dive in after? TNT is going in. Balls deep into Blackbeard.
This
However,
is not smart.
they're
He's
gonna
trapped by the
regret
cogs. There we go. Stupid move. See,
this. And that could be a mistake here. We can take a look at how much gold they got from there. 538 for the kill on Husker. We can take a look at the graphs, for example, see if anything changed. Second. Don't have any buy-ins. Oh, you do see a little dip there, but
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna make a big deal. Yazin is chasing Judah, however. Judah can come back here. He does want to get a kill on Alex. Alex does make it out with barely any HP, but
Alright,
then
here
he
we
gets
go.
hooked up here from Judah, and along with follow-up from Yazin, will he get a kill? He does use a magic wand, and then he comes follow-up by Amir Mother.
wow.
The charge is gonna come
Stun
up.
missed. He's got a
Didn't
toss,
get-
he's got a toss.
Oh, the charge does miss,
Came
land
late.
on Undying instead. Endurance Run is used to help keep Judah out of the way, and when Blackbeard could be in trouble, he does not want to fight him right at the moment.
Is that a Gyro with a Midas?
And it looks like Undying could possibly suffer here. In the meantime, we do see Umber getting an ultra kill.
Dire's top
Can you click on the Gyro for me?
Sure thing. Got a top there.
So who has the Midas?
It's Ember's.
Why does he have two Midases? Are they trolling?
Possibly. Yeah, most probably.
Dire's middle tower.
And
Alright, the BM continues in this tournament.
GG. So that's game 1, folks, for YOLO versus 1M and 4B. Game 2 will be starting soon. Both teams YOLO showed they were the better side. However, you can see the skill coming from 1M 4B. They did have good draft. However, they didn't really have the best execution when it came.
Just
the game.
like a lack of coordination, you know? The
Exactly.
teamwork wasn't there.
The difference between YOLO and 1M 4B. I don't know about 1M 4B, but YOLO have been playing for a while in the competitive scene here in the Middle East. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next. And so we just have to wait and see and go on to game 2 and see what happens.
Alright.
All right, so give us a bit and hopefully we'll have another good game.
We'll be back soon, guys. We're back, guys.
Hey guys, so we're back for game 2 of YOLO versus 1 million for Bugatti. Don't be fooled by the name Pikachu. The guys are
They're trying to be funny and cute.
they get this was a former name they had for different tournaments, but yep. So we're on the way now. YOLO versus 1 million, and let's take a look at the bands and.
First pick Doom. I mean, that's a shocker. But yeah, let's talk about bands.
So we have the Queen of Pain band followed by the Winter band, and on the other side we've seen a template band coming from 1 million. They've done the same bands before, the Tusk and the Undying.
Which
so
are, of course, a combo by themselves.
yeah, so I guess they had no time to think about that. They didn't need time to think about that, sorry, and that was a quick ban. In the meantime, we do see a Centaur and a Skywrath Mage.
So I'm getting a little bit of deja vu here. The last series we cast, there was a stomp in game 1, just like this one was a stomp. And in game 2, they went for a little bit of awkward hero picks, and I suggested maybe they're going for comfort heroes rather than a tactic. These, for first 2 picks, Centaur and Skywrath, they're a little awkward.
I mean, I think these two heroes could work well against the Doom. If you have a Blink's Hoof Stomp and then
Oh, it's a gank, it's a good gank.
and then a follow up with the Silence coming up from Skywrath Mage. I mean, his Ancient Seal, I forgot how long that was. How many seconds? 6 second silence? That's crazy. I mean, so I mean that would really counter any hero that was spell effective like Doom, for example. He wouldn't be able to cast Scorch Earth. He wouldn't be able to doom anybody. He's in big trouble. And of course, with the amplification of damage coming from Skywrath Mage, it's a very smart pick. In the meantime, we see a Vengeful Spirit pick coming in from Doom. Team YOLO could go for some sort of pushing lineup here.
Some aura strat.
Yeah, some aura strat like we saw earlier today with the Doom, Visage, etc. But it'll be different. In the meantime, we have the Spirit Breaker band coming from YOLO. I guess they don't want to see the same thing happening to them recently. And then we have the Husker band,
Which makes complete sense after the game we just watched.
After the last game, they had the right to ban Husker out. But
well, I mean, if Huskar is in the game, why'd you pick a Skywrath? Skywrath is like food,
yeah, I mean,
literally food for a Husker.
Yeah. So we'll see how YOLO decide to go. I mean, I've seen Junoon play a very good Abaddon. He's very, very good. The support Abaddon. You'd be surprised with his global presence. Junoon.
Oh, Junoon.
Yeah, he's a very good support player indeed. In the meantime, we see a Slaudar band coming in from 1 million for Bugatti, and now it's time for their pick. Slaudar actually does pretty damn well against the Centaur War Runners, especially since Centaur is one of those heroes that when he goes for a high armor build like an AC or anything, it'd be pretty difficult to kill. And even if he does decide to go for a Heart of Tarrasque, which suits him more in my opinion because of his passive ability, which gets amplified every time with strength. So it all depends in the end. So we're still waiting for the third pick, before their reserve time starts counting down.
Reserve time.
Yeah, it's an interesting draft. I mean, it can go so many ways right now.
Yeah, I mean, looks like it's gonna be interesting to see Doom versus Centaur offlane. It's gonna be pretty even. Two melee. Oh, looks like an Abaddon here picked up by 1 million for Bugatti.
You think that's a counter? You think that's a deny pick? Do you think they know about Junoon's Abaddon?
I don't. They could. But on the other side, we do see Dazzle being picked up by Junoon. Oh wait, Pikachu or YOLO. Sorry. Most probably gonna be Junoon that's gonna be playing this hero. Most probably, and an offlane Undying.
I mean, if Centaur is laning with Doom, you'd expect him not even to put a point in return early on, right? He's just gonna max out his first 2 skills.
But I mean, it could be a possibility.
I mean, Doom's attack speed just doesn't benefit. Like, I mean, he attacks so slow, but he does high damage per hit.
Yeah.
The return won't do enough.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
And there's a Windrow. Oh, that's a really quick
tide
pick.
coming in from
Wow.
Junoon. Looks like we're gonna have ourselves an offlane Tide Hunter here. Pretty sure offlane, possibly
Safe lane Doom.
a safe lane or a mid Doom as well.
You think so?
Maybe.
Against a Wind Ranger?
Well, you got a point there. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. I would hate to see Tide Hunter going as support because it doesn't go through his maximum potential. In my
I mean, it could be a mid Tide Hunter. Remember, it was an S4 specialty back in the day.
Possibly actually. That's a good idea. And we have the TA ban coming from
Dire
1 million.
team back.
Because right now we don't know. I mean, they are sort of missing a real genuine mid hero YOLO right now. But so the TA ban is pretty smart. We're waiting for YOLO's last ban, their
10
fifth and last ban,
seconds
and hopefully we'll be underway. It looks like it's gonna be a gyro. He did,
Radiant team
even though 1 million for Bugatti were pretty behind in farming and we're getting ganked constantly. The gyro was getting some sorts of kills.
He was the best of a bad bunch that game, I think.
Yeah, he was getting those kills, and I mean, this time around they're not trying anything cheeky like the IO tiny mid this time, so we'll see.
Well, I actually think the Skywrath pick is a little cheeky. I don't know. I just don't see him enough in this meta.
remaining.
Yeah.
And same for Abaddon, but Abaddon, like, I think we should see more of him. I think he's a really solid support.
I mean, exactly, and plus, I mean, his shield can do wonders. Right now, right after the Tidehunter uses his Ravage, he just puts the shield on the main carry, and then he's not stunned anymore.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play that kind of hidden support where he literally hides until a fight's initiated.
Exactly.
He has to play like that all game.
He can't really. I mean, he does have a slow with his passive, but I don't believe he'll be built based on that. I think it's gonna be his shield followed by the Mist Coil there to help him support his allies. But it's gonna be a really annoying day for Pikachu in general. So
Is that the second time YOLO have banned Viper?
the Viper was banned by YOLO? Yes,
was, yeah?
last game, yeah.
Seems like a hero that they're uncomfortable playing against.
I
I mean, they went for a completely different draft, but they still banned Viper.
mean, Viper is an annoying hero to come up against. Either an aggressive.
He's a
talent
lane
or-
dominator. That's what
Yeah.
Viper is.
So you don't want that to like affect any of your heroes. So it looks
There
like
we
we have
go.
a Jug here coming from 1 million, and it's gonna be pretty well to see it. I mean, it's a good idea, especially against the Tidehunter. But you do have the Dazzle, and I don't know. It's all gonna depend here, really.
I actually had like well, it was a very naive dream, but I actually thought they were gonna go for the really old and outdated Faceless Void carry, because Faceless Void and Skywrath were a very famous combo back in the day.
5 seconds
Chronosphere
remaining.
into Skywrath ult, dead hero.
That would have been a great idea with the Doom and Tidehunter.
Yeah, Doom is ugly for him. Tidehunter, it's not an issue. I mean, that's counter initiation, right? If Tidehunter comes in with his ult and you Abaddon shield him,
Yeah.
he immediately Chronospheres.
Exactly. So looks like we'll be getting underway soon, as we await for both teams to be picked by respective players, and it's the Janoon and the Dazzle like I expected, and Undying playing the number 4 supports, TNT playing the Doom, and we'll wait for the rest of the teams. You know, so. Game 2 is underway. YOLO versus IM4B.
And this time you do the Radiant
Alright,
introduction.
so Blackbeard will be playing the Juggernaut. I'm Your Mother playing the Centaur. Yazin playing the Abaddon. Alex playing the Skywrath Mage. And Dreamkiller is playing the Wind Ranger.
And now on Pikachu, we got TNT on the very balanced Doom. We've got Undying on the Vengeful. Janoon on the Dazzle, Judah on what you'd expect to be the mid Shadow Fiend, and Tidehunter is
Offlane.
offlane.
So we're underway. No aggressive movements towards any other jungle like we've seen in the first game. Not this
Come on,
series,
we want
but-
some excitement here.
But I expect some altercation here in the top rune as usual. It could be some movement here from. Looks like they're expecting possibly some movement here, coming from this way. But looks like it's not gonna happen. They're gonna rotate towards the top rune. But I think Blackbeard will be able to get the rune safely here.
This should be a fight. I mean,
TNT does get harassed here by Judah, by Skywrath Mage.
this
He
is a
does,
bad fight
he
for
can't- he
Pika.
can't- he has to
Alright,
come
there
out.
we go. Yeah.
and the Tide gets the bottom one.
I mean,
as
that's
Abaddon
okay.
gets the top. So it's a fair one. Looks like we're gonna have an aggressive tri lane here.
And it's gonna be Tide against Centaur. Interesting.
Not against Centaur, huh? Oh, this is gonna be very interesting.
I mean, that really is an interesting lane. I'm not even
Like-
sure who it favors.
So it looks like it's gonna be a tri lane of Doom, Bench, and finally Dazzle versus Abaddon, Alex on the Skyrath, and Blackbeard on the Juggernaut. Looks like it's gonna be pretty even in my opinion. But it looks like Centaur is gonna have a hard time getting last
It
hits
seems
here.
Wind Ranger kind of got dove by. He dove
know.
with the creeps.
Safe there. But like it's gonna be interesting to see how this bottom lane fares out. It's gonna be very interesting. In the meantime, looks like Doom is just gonna be in the jungle here. Yep, he's gonna be jungling. Undying is gonna try to get as much experience as he can, and Janoon is just gonna start pulling. We'll take a look at some last hits actually. Last hits and that's wait. Last hits. So Anchor right now. Look at that, he only has 30 damage. There's nothing he can hit really. And back TNT comes back to his lane after eating a neutral creep. But that harass coming from Skyrath. So it looks like they're gonna be picking up some wands soon as you see.
So who do you think this tri lane favors?
Well, we'll see. But right now the Skyrath mage, if he's gonna keep on arcane bolting, it's not really gonna help much. I think they both. I think it's pretty even. We're gonna see who's gonna execute their team formation better in a way.
I mean, they need to get their magic sticks going. The Dire.
Exactly. As you see, right already you have 3 charges on that stick, so he needs to upgrade on to the wand soon. Anyways, Judah in the mid lane having a hard time against Dreamkiller as expected. Power shot does miss.
Oh.
Dreamkiller does, however, face the wrath of some Shadow Razes coming from Shadow Fiend. In the meantime, Tidehunter being quite comfortable here against I'm Your Mother, as he's spamming up the Anchor Smash as one should do. Looks like Doom does get a kill here, does get a first blood. Could he follow up on Yazine?
Some body
not.
blocks needed.
Looks like he gets a double kill. He uses the shockwave coming in from the neutral creep that he just devoured earlier in the jungle. And that's a double kill, and that's very well needed. However, TNT could be in trouble here. He does have a sub. He still has his wand at level 7, and all 3 of them have wands now. So
Centaur getting a little low on bottom. He's just desperate to get his tranquil boots up right now.
yeah,
He doesn't want to go back.
So
They're suddenly very timid on the top lane. It seems like that double kill has.
yeah, I mean now they've
Put the brakes
realized
on.
that Stun and Vengeful could actually do major amounts of damage.
Yeah,
and
especially when you're being melted by Scorched Earth while Doom just sits there.
And Skyrath Mage is pretty damn squishy, so he has only 2 armor, but because of the aura coming in from the
Well, I mean, he shouldn't be anywhere near the front line to get stunned in the first place, to be
Exactly.
honest. He has the range to stay far back. I know he's trying to put in his harass, but
there's some minus armor coming in from Undying as well, and we have to keep in mind that looks like mid here there could be some sorts of harassment, but nothing major.
Centaur was forced to go back before the Tranquils. That's pretty big.
Yeah, looks like TNT is diving in into Alex. Like I said, in the
Good.
meantime, Shield does come up. Juggernaut does seem to be paused all of a sudden. I expected them to spin or do something.
I
Doesn't
mean-
even land the last hit. In the meantime,
I mean, Scorched Earth is just broken. He just stood there taking hits and healing faster than the hits doing damage. It just doesn't make sense.
and looks like looks like YOLO are leading in the last hit department. Centaur still doesn't have anything.
I mean, Tidehunter's last hits are just
Crazy.
he's dominating.
yeah. Is he stuck? No, he's not. He just
I'm kind of embarrassed. I said I'm not sure who this matchup favors, and Tidehunter is doing all this.
yeah. Looks like Judah here has rotated to get Alex on the kill on Alex.
He has a
Blackbeard
haste
could be in
throw.
trouble. Will he spin? Yes, he does. But the right clicks coming from Judah does finish him off. And yes, the Zine does run away.
Wind Ranger coming in a little bit slowly.
Yeah, it's too late.
Radiant's top
And if
tower
anything
is
happens, you
under
could always count on the Tidehunter to teleporting away.
They don't seem like they're backing off top tower though.
Yeah, looks like they could overextend here. Try to get that last hit. Does he pop up Scorched Earth? Yes, he does. There was no silence, no Ancient Seal there used, just in case. And Dazzle does heal him back
I
up
mean,
to almost full health. So
without the Centaur stun, they need a shackle. They need a shackle to start a
looks
fight.
like Tidehunter does use Ravage in the bottom lane, does get a kill on the Centaur. And yep, they're leading. And
You think that's worth it?
that was definitely worth it. He got a kill.
Ravage for the Centaur?
Why not? He just pushed Centaur back an extra. He doesn't.
Yeah, I guess
no one here.
he knows initiation is so important, and he doesn't want the Centaur to get his blink anytime soon.
And this is gonna help him get his blink as
His
well.
own blink.
Anyways, the Radiant Courier has been killed as
When it
Judah
rains,
does
it
push
pours.
down the mid, and now he's in big trouble. Wind Ranger does get blocked by his own creeps, and there's no vision anywhere there. Judah's gonna make it away safely. He does get his Wraith Band and his Magic Wand. In the meantime, TNT up here on top lane looks pretty damn comfortable here with with leading. So I guess this aggressive tri lane hasn't been a success yet, or I don't think it will be either. As Janoon has done really well helping. And TNT, of course, he does have the Scorched Earth.
I mean, if they went for a hero instead of Juggernaut like Wraith King, a hero with a stun that's tanky, this tri lane could have worked.
Yeah, most definitely. And like, I think another hero other than Abaddon would have worked as well. In the meantime, Shadow Fiend does get a kill on a mid-wind range along with Undying, who has been missing the whole time, and it does get a kill. And I don't see any good vision here coming up from 1,000,004 bunnies, so it was well worth it. I mean, bottom lane looks like no Ravage. He does have a mana boots, and he will have Blink Dagger soon. Just a couple hundred gold, and he'll get it, 400 gold. In the meantime, mid lane goes towards Judah. Looks like he'll be going for, I don't know what he's gonna go for, Blink Dagger, possibly, most likely use Scepter. And he's getting the last hit. And he does. In the meantime, top lane, TNT was almost dropped to no HP.
Oh.
Judah comes in. He TPs away safely. Janoon does save him indeed. In the meantime, Yazid might
A good
might
shackle
be in big
here. He
trouble.
needs a good shackle.
has not been used.
That's
surprisingly.
pretty strange.
In the meantime, Alex could fall by the right clicks coming in from Judah, and
my
the
God.
Shadow Rage does kill him off. A triple kill here from Judah, and that TP coming in from Windranger, that gank from Windranger did nothing. Then Tidehunter hasn't even been involved in a single team fight so far. I mean, Mother could be in trouble.
I mean, he doesn't have to be. He has 50 last hits.
Is he gonna pop Ravage? I guess not.
He's trolling with the Ravage fakes.
In the meantime, so far YOLO doing their thing. Their supports on dying, probably one of the men of the matches right now.
I mean, I'm realizing YOLO have this really good pattern where they take an early lead and they press it really hard. If they know they have a level advantage over you, they make it really difficult for your heroes to get to level 6. Have you seen one Skywrath ulti yet? What level is he? Did he just hit level 6? He's not even, he's level 4.
Yeah.
They're just locking them down. They're not letting them get their levels.
I mean, TNT right there was so much trouble, but with the shallow grave, he made it out alive. And right now,
Yeah, that would have been huge for them if they got that kill.
looks like top lane could be in trouble here. Spin already used on Juggernaut, just dropping his mana down. So, I mean, he'll need to be more careful.
And I'm pretty sure they know the next time Juggernaut shows his face, he's getting stunned.
So, let's take a look at some net worth. And, yep, Shadow Fiend leading, Tidehunter, followed by Cloudhunter and Doom. Vengeful Spirit, number 4 support, has more farm than the mid. So right now it's been domination here coming from
I mean, they need a kill for morale more than anything right now.
Alex right now. Alex is pretty deep now. I don't think he should be nowhere near this tower or it's falling. In the meantime, mid, Yazid might fall. Blink is going to be activated soon.
Wow, they're diving.
Is he going to Ravage for this?
Good
He
save.
doesn't.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I think he should have Ravaged there. They possibly could
See,
have gotten
I
a double
think
kill.
Shadow Fiend's being a little cocky. He's only got a blink right now for stats, and I mean blink treads. He can be killed. They just need some teamwork. I mean, yeah, earlier Shackle would have just owned him. There we go, there we go. Oh. Still a
Juggernaut
decent
does.
fight.
So Ravage and Rukilm.
There we go. There we go.
Looks like Tide is gonna make it out if he doesn't Rukilm time. And he does.
Alright. Still very, very important kills.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right there. 2k gold going towards the Radiant side.
That's almost 3k gold, Chef.
Yep, and it's very much needed right now. Hopefully some items can be picked up. Juggernaut will soon have his drums. No blink on Centaur yet, but he does have his treads. Doom does have his Midas. Does need some more time, however. And Skywrath Mage is nowhere near where he should be. What he should be doing. Mechanism possibly gonna be up on half down, but Tide Hunter does pick
Very
up the
stylish
Staff of
dance moves.
Wizardry. Yep, does pick up the Staff of Wizardry, and was an ultimate use from Juggernaut? I don't believe so. Nope, he still has it, and but he has no mana to use it right at the moment.
There we go. And the deny. Well played, well played.
Yep.
They finally got that balanced Doom. We have to make it a rule. Every time we say Doom, we have to say balanced before it.
Alright. Anyways, in the bottom lane we see Undying and Tide pushing this bottom lane. I think if they keep up the way they've been losing their heroes, the graph could possibly come up their way. As you can see right now, the graph is slowly dipping its way back up, and we might see a comeback in our hands right now.
I think it's possible. I think that double kill was big.
Right now, Tide Hunter doesn't have his ultimate, neither does Judah.
But I mean, there's just two heroes here, and they can't allow them to do this. They can't allow them to just bully them and sit in their forest. Is Ravage up yet?
Ravage is not up. It needs 35 seconds.
They should know the timing. They should know that they're lacking Ravage right now, and they're lacking Doom, aren't they? Doom has already been cast.
Yes, it is. It needs
They should be taking these fights, you know what I mean? With 5 men, 5 of the team players. They're just waiting on the ultis now, I mean...
They could go ahead and take Roshan if they wanted to.
Good dodge.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Now Ravage is up.
Ravage is up.
With a blink. I mean, now YOLO are gonna go in. YOLO are going with YOLO.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
In the meantime, Doom just pushing up the stop.
And Doom is up now too.
Yep. But it looks like he might be taken out here. As you do see some rotation here by Dreamkiller. Does have Wind Run, but he's not going to pursue. In the meantime, Tide Hunter picking out the enemy's Ancients, and looks like that's going to go away there.
I mean, they're just out farming them, you know?
Looks like they could be in trouble. Judah does blink away out of that. I'm surprised he doesn't go for a Yule Scepter, because it's a pretty good counter against the Juggernaut.
Who? Shadow Fiend is going for you. Oh, because Shadow Fiend is going for one.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't gone for one.
So he's gonna use
Ravage is used.
Ah,
Dreamkiller could be in trouble, but there's no follow-up by anybody else. So that Ravage just went away for nothing.
There we go. It's a 1 for 1. And I would take a Tide Hunter for a Skywrath Mage any day.
Yeah, that was not worth it.
And the Ravage.
But it looks like...
Here comes Doom. And that was a weird stun.
It looks like TNT could be in trouble. Doom does.
He can... yeah, he's dead. And that TP should be What? What? Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I think they're on tilt. That's all I could say.
So, I mean, IM4B had the chance to had the chance to turn this around, but I think they should have just retreated as soon as.
Why would Juggernaut not cancel that? And even if he didn't cancel it, why would he not spam Blade Fury the second he popped out?
He would have gotten bursted down regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a weird play.
Yeah, I guess there's some miscommunication. He expected the rest of the team to be there. That didn't work out. So now Tide is down. Doom is up though. It's still down as well, sorry. And Rikhelm is still up though. He was just spamming it, not used at all. Like a Yule Scepter slowly going to be built. There's 4 staff here on Tide Hunter. Looks like they're picking up Roshan. If he sees that double damage, he'll give it to Shadow Fiend, and it looks like they'll take it.
I mean, they're too fat right now. They're 3 cores, tri-core, basically.
Yep. Right now.
And the double damage outside of Roche. Don't you love it when everything works out?
And right now, this Roche is gonna melt. Ult is gonna be used here, and there's no vision towards the river, so they have no idea about the rotation here towards the Roche.
I mean, even if they did, I think they're too scared to fight right now.
Yeah, I mean they don't really have that massive AOE. There's no Blink Dagger here on Centaur.
So he's basically gonna Yule someone, Blink, and Requiem and blow them up, whoever he chooses. So they're gonna doom one hero, he's dead, Requiem, dead, and then they have to deal with 3 more heroes.
So this ward catches them out. They know all their items now, and they're just gonna start pushing this bottom lane. Doom is up, Ravage soon to be up. Judah's
Doom goes for Vlad's? Oh, I see.
interesting. Anyways,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
in the meantime, looks like does Vlad's work on range heroes now? It's been so long.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it gives
Or-
less, yeah?
Radiant's
Less lifesteal,
Yeah, it
yeah.
does actually give life still. So I guess it worked out. And I haven't played Dota in a while, so I have no idea if it still worked the same way, so I was surprised. Anyways, TNT playing a little bit too aggressive there. He could be in trouble. He
I
does back
mean-
off. Instead, you have Shadow Fiend Judah here just hitting. It looks like we might have a team fight here on our hands as I zoom out to see the bigger picture.
There we
Oh,
go, there we go.
beautiful
No,
shackle, but it's gonna go to waste. There's no initiation here coming from
It's
Blackbird or
just-
from Centaur.
if Centaur uses ulti, ran in there and stunned, they might have been able to do something.
Unfortunately, it went to waste, and now, but I believe the Shackle is going to be online again. It has a very short cooldown, so he can always try again. But he's not always going to get the opportunity where he's going to double Shackle. But it's going to be a slow siege here on this bottom tier 3 tower. Looks like Yazine could be in trouble. Is he going to be swapped? No, it's not. Oh, Blink Ravage coming in.
Oh my.
Same with the Raquel. Oh,
Good
looks like
silence,
he does get silenced
good
here by
silence.
Alex. In the meantime, Iron
And
Mother
that
does
was
go
another
in and
missed
do the
stun.
stop. In the meantime, Centaur could and is gonna fall. And he does fall.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Shadow Fiend
Ah.
does get a kill. It looks like this tier 3 here.
There's
But,
another good
could be in
one.
hell. Could be in trouble here. And it looks like
And that's not gonna do much.
another level 1 ultimate from Juggernaut.
Yeah,
It,
it tickled them.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
How many shackles does he have to? Yes,
looks
finally,
like TNT
finally.
does fall. And I think it's time for them to back off now. Actually,
Dire's
it
middle
still has Raquel. He's still gonna carry out his assault. I think
I'm not sure about the Undying meleeing people. Wow, look at that. He's actually going for it.
Vengeful Spirit had his neck, but
Okay, Undying should turn around right now. He should be shielding his teammate, not himself. See, I mean, he just gave away a kill. Sure, he might get one, but
meantime, there could be trouble. Shadow Fiend, make
this
it up.
Undying suddenly thinks he's a carry. Okay, a couple of things.
Radiant's top tower
I
is
think-
under attack.
The Centaur is not having his best game. He's missed 2 or 3 key stuns, and he hasn't used his ulti at the right times. I feel he just uses them. He panics, you know. He panics whenever they engage, and he starts running around in circles, and then he stuns, and no one's next to him.
I mean, I think he can't really do much. He doesn't have his Blink Dagger, and yet again, I think
He can initiate aggressively with his ulti after a shackle lands.
that's true. He
You know, there's
should've
been
done-
3 good shackles, and everyone stood and watched.
That's very true, actually, but I have no idea why this Centaur is playing very. It's not really aggressive here.
Usually, you know, you get a 2-hero shackle, it's go time. You know, you don't even think about anything else. You're like, okay, this is our only chance. If we can't do it now, then we can never do it.
I think they're afraid of the Ravage. They're afraid of. I mean, there's a lot of problems there, and in the meantime, you see, it's time for an assault here on the bottom. Double damage.
Oh
Shadow
god,
Fiend.
and invisible with the Shadow Blade. This is gonna be nasty. This is gonna be
He's
a
gonna
one-shot KO. Oh, what? That's surprising. Here we go. That's the initial. Oh, go for it, go for it. Oh my, there we go. Alright, it's a lost fight. Oh, they're just trolling. See, sure it was a lost fight, but that was the power of Centaur if he reacts to a shackle. They killed the Shadow Fiend. He couldn't do anything about it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Problem with that fight was, well, when the swap came in, the Dazzle misclicked the Shadow Grave and it didn't land on the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, that was just
Meantime, Gugger fails his ultimate yet again, and there's
another swap coming up.
Yep. Dazzle is keeping everybody alive right now. And finally, a set of Rax has fallen. I'm Your Mother does come in for the hoof stomp on TNT.
And there you go.
does
Oh,
fall,
there we go.
dying,
Another
double
double
shackle.
hero shackle.
And it looks like I'm Your Mother does fall. And an ultra
Okay,
kill produced.
okay, okay. Settle down, boys. It's done.
Looks like they're going to be moving in towards the top tier 3 tower very soon. And on to the next one here.
You know, I feel a little bit for Wind Ranger in specific. She landed a lot of 2 hero shackles, and that's another 2 hero shackle, but I mean, she's there alone.
Yeah. But unfortunately for them, the Centaur was left out of the game, and they were too focused on the top lane. If they only put some attention towards the Centaur, that would have been okay. Possibly ganking on the top.
And another 2 hero
double
shackle.
here.
My god.
And it looks like a Doom
That's
coming in here
pretty
on
funny.
Azir. And
Okay, okay, not bad.
Centaur is gonna does blink in on the
But I
Centaur,
mean,
he's not gonna
no
do much.
coordination. Look at that. They don't know when they're going in and when they're going out.
Dude, just gonna come in from behind.
Oh my god. Sentry, buy sentry, put it out. No.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Let's
I'm not.
Has fallen.
Oh. Style points. Well, Amr, I guess the moral of the story is balance Doom, huh?
Yep. But I mean,
I know it was more than Doom. They outplayed them. They did.
credit to YOLO. Yeah, they played them all across the map.
I mean, I actually I do see individual skill in 1 million and 4 Bugattis. I think Dreamkiller had a pretty decent game with his Windrunner.
Radiant's middle
I just think the team coordination was all off, and
Radiant's middle tower.
Centaur didn't have his best game, unfortunately.
that all comes with practice and like the more you play with each other. And at the moment,
Especially on this kind of stage, you know, not just a ranked match, in a competitive game.
of course, you always
Radiant's ancient is
looks like we might have another team wipe here under the fountain.
We're just going through the motions here.
Yeah.
There's another 2 hero shackle, and that's
That's
game.
the end of the game. So thank you all for watching. That's game 2. Game 3 is going to start at 10 o'clock, which is around 2 hours from now. So stay tuned, and thanks for listening to me.
Yeah, and me, and we'll be back soon, guys.
Alright, thanks for watching.